Yeah, I am a little early. A few minutes, 10 minutes. That's no big deal. We're going to focus on. Oh, I need to mute this. No big deal. We are going. Two things I wanted to go over tonight. It's going to be, really some stupid laws that have been passed, and the funny thing about laws is every time somebody runs on it seems like they're trying to say they want to put their stamp on it, so they want to make some laws up. And the problem that you run into with that is if the last ones were doing, the last round that got put in still on the books, so all you're really doing is creating a mountain of laws. And every law that's enacted, you have to have resources to be able to enforce it. So, anyhow, I think y'all will see what I mean when we go over these. They kind of stand out. In fact, let me bring them up, and let me change that up a little bit. According to this, and I hadn't vetted these, so anyhow, $100 for cursing in public. Anyone who profanely swears or uses vulgar and indecent language, or is drunk in any public place in the presence of two or more individuals, will be arrested for, or when the conviction, will pay a fine of $100. Prison in the county jail for not more than 30 days. Well, drunk in public, I can see where that's applicable. Hey, Jack. Yeah, give me just a second. I'll bring up a link. Let me give you a link. But, it's funny that they would tie in my opinion, it's funny that they would tie in being drunk along with the other, with swearing. Let's see. There's the link. Hey, Marines and Army Mom. Good to see you. Let me pin that. I understand the being drunk in public. A lot of those folks are tempted to drive, and drunk drivers ain't a good thing. Anyhow, that's a whole nother story. $10,000 fine for abominable acts. Any person who shall be convicted of a detestable and abominable act or crime against nature committed with mankind or with a beast shall pay a $10,000 or will be imprisoned in state penitentiary not less than 10 years. That's pretty heavy duty. Hey, Jack, how you doing? Teaching polygamy is against the law. Hey, look, there's a 29 on there too. Check that out. According to the Mississippi law, and no, I didn't plan this. Of Mississippi law on crimes against public morals and decency. If any person shall teach another the doctrines, principles, or tenets of any or any of them of polygamy, or shall endeavor to do shall induce. Well, ain't no sense of reading all that, but it ultimately can not be fined not less than $25, no more than $500, or imprisoned in county jail not less than 1 month and no more than 6 months, or both. That's kind of interesting.
Or you can go to Utah.
That's true. Hey, Rebecca, good to see you. Having more than one illegitimate child is punishable by law. I've heard that before. Apparently being homeless is illegal as well. Well, I've been illegal before then because I've been homeless a couple of times. That's beside the point.
How is that illegal?
Do what? Do what, Jack?
How is being homeless illegal?
You'll have to say it one more time, Jack. I'm having trouble hearing you.
It said, how is being homeless illegal?
Well, it says vagrancy is prohibited in Mississippi. Anyone caught wandering aimlessly without visible means of support will be arrested, sent to jail for not less than 10 no more than 30 days.
Well,
I don't know.
3 days. I won't be homeless then.
That's true. Hey, Ruby, Rushing Mountain, Rushing Wind Mountain. And see, I said hello earlier, Peter, but I'll say hello again because I don't know. Redhead by nature. Oh, cool. Good to see you. From California. Cool. Number 3, hello from California. That's pretty cool. You know, it's funny. When I was letting myself get drawn into some of this political stuff, you know, you hear about California but I've met a lot of good people from there. So it's, you shouldn't judge a place or anybody by something so, so what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, judge an individual by their actions, judge an individual by who they are, what they say, what they do. Those are the things. Apparently, exterior security bars are banned. Now, that is from Ridgeland in Madison County. I believe it. Ooh, Island Berry. I think that's the first Island Berry I've had. Let me bring up my so I can actually see the chat. Oh, let me throw you. You look a little chilly. Hard to say that. Keep a straight face on with all this heat around. But anyhow, let's see. Want to make sure I don't miss anything. Redhead by Nature says, "Tell everybody I love them." From California, it's been many good qualities, but I do hate the government. Well, I understand that. In fact, I was making a joke earlier today about Madison. What was the joke? I don't remember. It was something about them requiring. Hey, Skipper, good to see you. There's something along those lines because they're real picky about buildings, and I mean, if it ain't a particular shade of brick and what have you, you can't build it up there. All right. Let's see. Cohabitation is prohibited. According to the Mississippi Code Title 97, any man or woman who unlawfully cohabits, whether in adultery or fornication, shall be obviously some of these are really old. Fined not more than $500 each, and may be imprisoned by the county jail for not more than 6 months. So, anyhow, seducing women by falsely claiming to marry them is outlawed. That wouldn't surprise me. I've seen a few other states do stuff like that. But that's 8. One I didn't even see in there that I know for a fact is a law, is in Tylertown, I think it is. It's illegal to shave in the middle of the street. Don't ask me why. But I will say this. I have no doubt that somebody who had money got annoyed by somebody that was shaving in the street. And that's why they made it a law in Tylertown. Exterior bars, in case razor wire here in the Philippines. I don't blame you, Jack.
There's a lot of crackheads and meth addicts running around here.
That ain't good. Horses still have the right of way on city roads here in Edmonton. Really? That's crazy. Are there a bunch of horses running around out there, Skipper? I don't know. Oh, hey, AR Guns. Good to see you. Always a pleasure. This is my after party, after work, after my work week. Tonight is my Friday, and I don't have to work again for a couple of days. And so, although I am thinking about and going to try to get back to working 6 days a week, I'm getting pretty close to retirement, and the closer to my retirement.
Hey, Gary, that pepper challenge I did with you. Oh, that wasn't a good idea for my body.
I believe it. I believe it. You know, peppers are rough. And I'm still growing them, but I don't know. Not as many as there used to be. Okay, cool. I am a lucky man. I really am. I'm getting close to retirement, and I'm starting to think more about it. And so we got a pretty good raise here last July, started July 1st. And so, so they have, I guess I could take that down till we started. Anyhow, they started a really good pay rate, but about that time I started working only 5 days a week instead of 6 days a week. And so, I could do a few, right now my pay rate's pretty good. So it would increase my retirement just because it would allow me to set the way they base retirement on is based on your high. Oh, be quiet. Nikki's already over here. There. Maybe you can get along with her. He does this every time I go live. Anyhow, I guess we're gonna go through and let me change that. Instead of sharing that screen, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just share that particular tab so that it when I do go through and put something on there, it will go through and you can hear it, and you can't see when I'm trying to hit the Alt tab to get one thing up or another. Anyhow, you ready to play?
I think I heard a dumb law years ago in Texas. If you want to unlife somebody, you have to write them a written note within 24 hours, and after that, you don't really reply, then you can do something stupid. I'm like,
well, I think
that's
in
a
Texas,
law?
Let's see, my schedule for November, December is now insane. I believe it. Hope to have some energy left by January. I hear you. Well, he's Santa Claus. Hate to out you like that, Skipper, but he is Santa Claus. Anyhow, I figured we could play the game for a while, Words on String, especially when we got so many folks participating. And anyhow, that way maybe we can get to a few levels. All right, I'm gonna try this. I hope it works. I can't ever be sure. There we go. Looks like it's going to. All right. Let's see. For some reason, I'm not hearing it. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay. No, I mean the thing from the.
I don't hear the audio from the game.
Okay. Let's see. think that may work. There we go. For some reason, when I see all them things, I just try to make one word out of the whole thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Hey, Pitbull Mama, good to see you. We still need quite a few. Oh, good one, Devil Dog. Good one. I don't have a clue if that actually worked. I'm making stuff up over here, Jack. I put pigging. Ain't even a word. Oh, hey, song bits, Laura. There we go. All right, we about to restart. You're not really here? Okay. Oh, fair enough, Devil Dog. Y'all don't tell me he's here.
Okay, now I can hear the audio from the game.
Hey, Rebecca.
Hi. I'm kind of teaching Ronald a lesson tonight or this morning.
Wake me up.
I had to wake him up to show him something he did today or yesterday, really. He has now, because of him erasing everything, I now have to have someone help me go back and sign into StreamYard and connect it back to my channel.
Really?
I went in there to set up a live, and now I can't because he erased everything on the computer.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's what. So I'm like, wow. Yeah, I'll get someone to help me out to do that. Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what to tell you to do.
It's okay. I'll get it done before I've got to go live on the 30th because it's Blue's birthday. So
That's right. You told me that.
yeah, Blue will be turning 4 years old on the 30th.
Thank you, Devil Dog. Devil Dog got us over that song, Bits Large. Just put a little icing on the cake. And next round. Oh, nice.
Can you do names?
I'm not sure. I've seen some of them sometimes work, but Um, uh, I don't know if it's a normal thing for them to do it or not. Larry doesn't seem to be working, so I'm assuming it doesn't work with names.
Yeah.
For that matter, sometimes I forget that I put something in. I may try it 2 or 3 times just because, got 2 beavers, cool. 4-legged ones, 50 pounds and 10 pounds. The big Matt was surprised. Check it out, Devil Dog #1 on both sides. Very cool.
Hi, Snugster.
Sup, Snug? All right.
Oh my.
Sometimes I may guess the same thing several times. Break from YouTube last week. I don't blame you, Snug. Um, oh, I'm locked. Sometimes I forget. Need 1-1. 1-1. Please spell mariachi. Numa's got it for us. Sweet. Obviously, I was wrong. We're going to level 4. Okay.
Wing.
There we go. Thank you, Laura. That ain't on there. There we go. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Almost forgot about writ. A writ of habeas corpus. Let's see here. You know, these things have done me really well. Watermelon pineapple. I like that too. All right. Uh, need one more. There we go. We got it.
Well, I'm going to head to bed. I'm getting sleepy. Finally.
Well, hope you have a good dog's birthday.
His birthday's the 30th.
Oh, okay.
It'll be Wednesday. So I have a little time to get that thing set up back up again.
Okay. Oh, check it out on YouTube, please. 29. Very cool.
109. So I'm going to say good night and good morning to everybody. I'm going to
Well,
bed.
thank you for coming in, Rebecca.
You're welcome. Bye.
Let's see here. Oh, that ain't gonna work. There is a fake letter. Probably J. Oh, that one was actually a word. So J is not the fake letter. Oh. We ain't gonna get this one, I don't think. Maybe.
Fudge.
Oh, the E is not on there. I don't have a clue. I'm sorry I let y'all down.
I gotta,
Let
I
myself
gotta,
Still, we got 7. That's kind of cool.
I gotta reset my YouTube. It's just lagging.
That one word was worth 14 points. Okay. One more time. All right.
I was gonna type one in, but I don't think that's gonna be a word. That's
Hey, just work on it.
great.
Well, there's no L. Oh. Oh, there's not 2 N's either, so nation ain't gonna work. Taxation. I don't know. I can't think of anything. We didn't make it past level 1 that time. That's all right.
Wah, wah, wah.
Let's play again. All right. Biden. Oh, I already did that. Biden. Perfect, Devil Dog. Thank you. I can't think of any others.
Yeah, I couldn't
Cool.
think of
Mark Skelton. There's the last thing. Welcome in, Mark. Flower. I can't put it yet. Somebody put it. I think flower's in there. Flowery. Is that on there? Put flowery with a Y on it. Flowery. I can't do it. I'm locked.
Mixed it.
Well, that's all right. It's just a game.
Yeah.
Oh, 29 again. Woohoo! Channel. Lane.
I just typed that in.
Lane. Clean. Can't type it in yet, but somebody can. There we go. Oh, cool. Get one Devil Dog again. Good one. Pitbull Mama and Brave Wolf. Lance, good to see you, Skip. Well, we made it. Thank you. Continue to level 2. All right, good one, Jack. What toy? Oh, there it is. It's already on there. I tried Klotzy. Hey, it was worth it. It was worth a go.
Yay! I'm back on the board.
Excellent. I think rabble is spelled with two B's. Didn't quite get there. That's okay. Hey, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Okay. Hey, Bay's place. Good to see you, Vernon. Good. There we go. Thank you, Vernon. Thank you, Gray. Go up another level. Phase place in first. Congrats. V's place got V's vibes. Why don't we beat it? All right. I'm gonna get me a dip real quick, so bear with me just a second. Revises. That's a good one, Pitbull Mo. All right.
This is acting up so slow.
Well, it can be a difficult game to play from time to time, in part because of the letters, also because of the fact that you can only get one, and you'd be guessing on.
I'm guessing on the wrong game.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm looking at the letters. Sometimes I see what comes up on the bottom, but even then, I'm likely to guess it again. Sometimes I'm not real good on that. I just try to make sure I get one word per thing, one word per lock. Because once you get one until it unlocks, you're stuck.
Hmm.
Pile, pine, peel, maybe.
Oh, all right, I'm done with this one.
And then one more. I think that should be it. By the way, Jack, have you ever seen The Revenant?
What's that?
Have you ever seen the movie The Revenant?
No, I haven't seen like movies since like back when I was like in my late 20s when I was married.
I'm talking about it could have been streamed somewhere or something. I've started watching The Revenant, but I ain't had time to watch it all at one time, so I kind of tend to watch things, a little bit at a time. Seems a pretty intense thing, though. Oh, there's a fake letter. Probably X. I must be misspelling reserve, or that's one of them's fake letter. Maybe an E's a fake letter. I don't know. Maybe V. No, V's not.
Oh, I mistake the C as an S. It's supposed to be C, not an S. Whoops.
X is the seems like reverse would be on there. It didn't. That would have been a really good one. Devil
I
dog.
don't think reverse registered in time.
Well, I probably misspelled it. it wasn't for a spell checker, I never would have got through college. My spelling is atrocious at times. Good one, Pitbull Mama. Too bad there's not a. I'd like to have a Reese's right about now.
Right. Those don't sound. They sound kind of good right now.
I can't think of any more. Too bad there's not a C in there. Reese's has a C in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah, I love me some Reese's. Skipping 2 levels. Good one, Della Dog. Thank you, Faye. Vernon. Verna with another one. How you like that? I misspelled that and I got it right. And obviously wasn't what I meant to put in there. Good deal. Good deal. Almost got every one of those. Only missed one word. That's awesome. Skipping 3 levels. That means we're going to have a fake word in here. I think, anyhow. I mean, fake letter. Yep, there is a fake letter. I think the D is fake. Well, we got to level 8. That's pretty good. Excellent. Excellent. Good one, Davido. Skipping 2 levels. Davido again first. I didn't even hit the board.
think it's spelled deceased with that.
Well, nice. Well, we didn't make it. That's okay. I think I'm probably up for maybe one more round. A little tired. How's it going?
Yep.
What's going on, WDN?
Yeah, I came from Moon Boots in Don's room.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, you guys are playing a game?
just playing.
Do I have to
Oh.
type in a chat for, or do I have to like do from the game
Type in
itself?
the chat. You have to type in the chat.
Hmm.
And all you do is try to make a work out of.
I'm gonna try it. Let's see. Where's your channel at? I'm trying to find it in here. How'd you originally came up with the name YouTube Police? Oh, that's a funny name.
So originally, I was mental cop, and I was I'm a police officer at a mental institution, and so that's where mental cop came from.
I got you.
And then I at first I was going through and just doing police officer stuff. Talking with. The reason why I started the channel really was just to talk with other police officers. We don't do a whole lot of law enforcement where I work. We do have a few. Oh, cool, 29 again. We do have a few that have had more experience in communities and what have you, but typically, good one. Oh, cool. Who that knows?
Yeah, that's me. Who that? Yeah, I'm a Saints fan. I'm a
cool.
huge football fan. So
Oh, cool. Who's your team?
the Saints. You can see on my avatar. I have a Saints footballer.
Oh, cool. I've been to a few of their games.
You a Saints fan too?
I'm not really into sports at the moment.
I got you.
But I did. I used to follow sports, and it's been a few years though. But I remember watching Atlanta play in New Orleans, and that was back when dude that was doing all the dog fighting for Atlanta, the quarterback.
Hey, Matt Ryan. I know who he is.
Um,
Who's that one linebacker? Yeah, there's a whole lot of dudes that fucking play for that team.
but let's see.
Does Ace count? Let me try Ace. If I don't get this, nope, no Ace. Are there like any fucking hints to like guessing?
No, there's not really any hints. And you only get the way you play it. You'll notice there's a lock on there. Every player can get one lock or one word for every lock. If you miss one lock, well, you just limited to how many you can get. YouTube police. I heard people talking about YouTube police, for as long as I've been on here. And I just thought it would be an interesting
Open. There's no word in open. Then they put in the box.
It does put it in once you get the
Opponent. Opponent.
I think that'll do it. You should be able to get that one now.
There we go.
And
let me try open. You better not steal my word.
I'm not.
I'm talking about
gets really upset when
I'm talking about the people in the chat. They better not steal my word.
We got about a 7-second head start on them anyhow. But
let me try poop.
That's a good one.
Oh, never mind. Someone else already said that shit.
Oh yeah, I know. I find myself doing that a lot too.
Son of a bitch. Someone said that shit. This is a tough one. Punt? No, I didn't mean to put pony. I meant to put punt. Let's see if that works. Pont. Poot.
But anyhow, and I guess it just seemed like a word that everybody knew. Although I ran into a few problems with it because there's a lot of people that think I'm automatically, if I show up in somebody's chat, they think I'm a troll, which was kind of funny. I've had people block me right out the bat before after the only thing I did was say hello.
This is a tough one.
Yes, it is.
Fuck, I don't know this one. Oh, actually, you know what? How about this? Taze? Taze? It's a four-letter word.
Yeah.
Why is it mine?
Really
I said
longer.
tase. Let me try that again. Tase. Sorry, they don't want to put my word in there. That's some bullshit.
I understand. Sometimes it acts up.
Tail. Alright. I would have said late, but teal. Lucky.
Word.
Quail? I've already. No.
Quail is quail.
Zale? I don't know. Let's try that. No. No.
I don't know. I'm not actually far from New Orleans. I don't know. Well, I guess we just missed it on level 2.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I want the easiest ones.
Yeah, I do too. Those, although my mind always tries to make sense of the big words they have on there. Look at Pitbull Mama with 21. We'll play one more. Then we may chat for a little bit.
It's a tough one. L-I-V. Livid. Livid?
Yeah,
Yes.
livid will work.
Dip? No, there's two eyes. Veil?
Well, I thought so, but I tried to put it in there, and I guess I'm misspelling it.
This is a tough one. Fuck. It's a tough one. Yeah, I don't know that one.
I can't even remember the words that that I already put in there. I keep punching them in over and over again sometimes.
You gonna call it?
Well, I am on the game for a few minutes. I thought we could chit chat for a few minutes. Because I don't reckon I've seen you before, and it's just always good to talk to new people. See,
Yeah.
Hey, I like Moon Boots. He's good people. He kind of pushes the envelope a little bit sometimes. At least for what we do over here. He's a nice fellow though.
I mean, some people don't
Um,
like him, and I understand that.
well, I think we have a tendency, you know, he's got a little bit. He's a little extreme, I guess, in some ways. It may be the best way to put it. And I mean, but he's a likable person. I like him. And he's come over to visit, and I think a few of my friends have him blocked. I don't have him blocked. I like him.
Yeah,
Um,
that's my channel. I posted for you in a private chat, and then I have a backup one because I couldn't go live on my main channel, so I have to wait till like 5 days prior for me to go live on my main one.
why do you
I
have
have
to wait 5 days prior?
because someone flagged me for putting out the info on on the YouTube chat. And they were reporting me for that shit for harassment.
Oh,
Yeah,
I am subscribed to you already, believe it or not, on one of them. I'm on one of them. I am not on the other, but I am now on both.
yeah, appreciate
So
that.
I mean, I hadn't been spending a whole lot of time on here lately, but I've been kind of taking a break. And
Yeah,
part of that,
I've heard that most people moved their platform to Rumble. Is what I've been hearing. They moved their shit to Rumble.
well, I've thought about doing on Rumble. In fact, I tried to do it once, but I had trouble getting, StreamYard linked up to Rumble. And so
Yeah,
it didn't quite work out. And that's okay, though. But Rumble's pretty much, from what I can tell, all live. Over here, granted, live streaming, it makes sense if you're live streaming because, who watches a live stream later? Typically, not many. You get
yeah,
a
no,
few,
yeah,
but it's not typically on there. It's not typically what a lot of people go on there to watch, and that's okay. All right. So what do you do on your channels?
Me personally, I just listen to music while everyone just types in the room. Sometimes I do song requests, and sometimes they just join the panels, and we have chit chat here and there. Same with these other people too that I hang out with.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
The,
I kind of been doing my own thing, so it's whatever.
yeah. Well, here's I guess my channel's in a nutshell because I've got 5 channels. I've got this one. I've got YouTube, Belt Loop 29, Belt Loop 29, Cute Critters, Belt Loop 29 Can Cook, Belt Loop 29 Gardening. Every now and I'll throw something on one of them, but I hadn't been doing much lately. In fact, I hadn't even been doing much live streams. I was doing a bunch of them, regular ones on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday night.
Is it this one right here, right?
Yeah, that's my Belt Loop 29.
I got you.
But and that one is monetized. I've got more people that are connected to that one than this one. I just tend to these days. I kind of like this one, and for whatever reason. But
Is your channel mostly just like chill place for people to come chill and hang out, or just like kind of like more drama where people just come in?
no, we don't care much for drama here, and people that are looking for drama typically go. So I could tell you about 4 or 5 other channels where that's about all you see is drama, and we try to help one another out, and we try to help one another grow our channels and that type of thing. I guess I've kind of come back a little bit off of that though here of late. Not that I'm not trying to help people, because I am, but I've just got to the point where I was kind of burnt out, and so rather than spend, because let's face it, typically for most people, the way to grow your channel is, for a lot of folks, is to go to different live streams and talk with people and get to know them, and and then hopefully they'll come back to your channel or my channel whenever I'm out there. But the trouble is, I got to where I was spending so much time over on other channels, and sometimes there were fun live streams, sometimes they weren't. But my purpose in being there was to get to know people, but it was also to, with the in mind of growing my channel. But I don't really care about having, my channel real big or anything. The fact is, I work 40 hours a week, and that pays my bills. So, but I've been diverting my attention watching old programs, but I'm kind of about to run out of that or getting bored with it. I'm having trouble finding anything worth watching. So I've been coming back a little bit more to YouTube, and rather than, I'll still check out channels that I'm not familiar with. But rather than focusing on building my channel, I'm just going to, try to make sure I have fun with it.
Same. That's how I feel about it too. I just look for people to hang out with and just have fun. And with all this doxing shit, plus that shit's weak.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
you putting out people's jobs information and trying to expose them and their appearance, that shit's lame.
Hey, I'm going to ask you a question. Please don't be offended by the question. Some people are, for some reason. I don't know why. It sounds like you got a little bit of an accent. Would you happen to be Hispanic?
No.
Okay. Well, too bad, because I do speak a little Spanish, but I need some folks that speak it regularly to practice with, or to carry on more conversation. Not that I'm not more than happy to speak in English.
I mean, I did used to take Spanish class in high school, but then right after college, I didn't even take it. I mean, plus I knew a few languages in Spanish. I just came and tell you how to speak it. I'm not like fluent with it.
Okay. Well, I know a little bit. Go ahead, Jack.
How many languages do you know, WDRN?
It's just two. But
Exactly.
like with the second language, it's kind of hard for me to tell you, because like I live with my parents, and like our language is kind of more different. So I'm just straight up tell you off the bat. So
Hey,
I
it's
wouldn't
all
tell you.
good.
Yeah.
Well, I speak, well, obviously redneck, which is English. But I do speak some Spanish, and I can carry on a conversation, although these days I'll miss about half of it.
Right.
And I do a little sign language.
Yeah, that one I can't even
hello.
do sign language, especially when you communicate with someone, use your hands, and that's one of the toughest things that I ever been struggling with.
And for me, it's a lot easier to say something in sign language than it is to understand, or to see what somebody else is saying.
Right.
Because I tend, when I'm speaking in whether it's in Spanish or sign language, I tend to think in that. It helps to understand it if you're not trying to translate it into English, and then I studied for a little while in high school, but I don't remember anything hardly from high school. But I did study down at USM, and I studied with this foreign studies abroad program to study Spanish in Mexico for about a month.
Right.
That was I actually got to where I was dreaming in Spanish before I left there, and it was really cool. But that's okay, no big deal. But Saints are.
But do you know who Joe Walsh is? The guy that lives in a shed and hangs out with Moon Boots and Fox and all these other people?
I would probably know. I go to Moon Boots every now and then. Sometimes I just lurk. Some of the people that go over to his channel tend to be anti-police, and so
I was gonna tell you about this Joe Walsh character. Like, he's super racist. He would say like the N-word and being racist and saying, yeah, this person is a cop, this person is a cop. Like, he's gonna go off the bat and saying a bunch of random stuff. Like, he's really racist. So that's what you gotta watch out for. Like, the racist people on here too.
That's true. I mean, there are some folks that are. I believe in judging people by who they are and what they do, what they say and what they do. And the truth is, you can't. I'm not saying there aren't cultural things between one culture and another, because often I do see that, and some of that can be categorized. But for the most part, people are people, and you're going to have some good ones and bad ones in any group.
Oh yeah.
And I know that I like Moon Boots, and I like going over there to his chat. But every now and then, when I go over there, there's usually somebody that don't care for me, and that's okay. I ain't for everybody. I mean, everybody ain't going to be a fan of mine, and that's okay. Ain't no big deal. But we do have fun over here. I try to keep things entertaining. Sometimes it is, sometimes it ain't. I try to keep a fresh perspective on things, but I've gotten to the point where sometimes I'm running out of ideas and things to do. But I do tend to love this game, so I like to play it every Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
And usually throw something up at the beginning. And anyhow, we have been on here. Hey, Cole, good to see you, brother.
Yeah, go ahead. I didn't want to cut you off.
Oh, you're good. If you got something to say, you're welcome to say it, brother.
No, I think you were about to say something because I said what's up to Cole because you were getting ready to say something.
Oh yeah, I just saw that Cole was on there. For some reason I had it on the private chat and just didn't see. Good to see you, Cole. Hey, Cole, feel free to come up into the. I think we're about to end it, but you're welcome to come up into the after party if you like. My throat's kind of giving out a little bit, and it's maybe just because I've been drinking a little bit, not too much, a little bit.
I want to ask you another question too. Don't even take this to the heart. Don't even take it too personal. Did you used to serve in the military, or did you used to like work for the FBI or some shit?
No. I signed up for the Marines when I was in high school into the delayed entry program. And my younger brother, signed up for the Army. And when I talked to the Marine recruiter, I told him that I had asthma as a kid, and it hit me every now and again, but I'd mostly grown out of it. He said, well, just take you some Primatene pills with you to boot camp. And I said, that's fine with me. And then my brother went through and asked the Army recruiter to talk to him how I could go if I had asthma. And the Army recruiter apparently says he can't. So he got in touch with the Marine Corps, and Marine Corps sent me a letter saying I couldn't go. But my family is pro-military. My brother went into the Army. My parents met in the Army. I've had people fought on both sides of the Civil War. I had at least half a dozen folks fought in the American Revolution. We're pro-military
I got
from
you.
way back. But no, I got my degree a long time ago in criminal justice. Never really did anything with it till about 2014 when I started working where I work now. And it's unfortunate that I waited so late to get started in it, because that means my retirement, which is ever closer, looming. It's not going to be as good as it could be. It'll just be a partial retirement. I'll probably have to work for quite a few years. Anyhow, I'll tell you what, we'll end it. Anybody wants to come around, y'all know we do have a tendency to stick around for a little bit after the show's over. And anybody that wants to come up can click on the link up top and join us.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say there was really not much going on during the mornings either. Like, it's been kind of quiet lately, so
Yeah.
not that many people get on during the mornings. Like, they sometimes get on during the afternoons. So
morning would be a good time to go.
True. I mean, most of these people are at work, so I understand where they're coming from. I understand it, or they probably have other stuff going on too.
That's true. And late night, which is, I work from 3 to 11, 11:15, 11:30, something like that. And so
And driving in your
that's,
cop, like you driving your cop car, like driving around to make sure no one gets hurt, or that's
well,
your
I
main
work
duty.
at a mental institution. So most of what we do is actually, it's actually patient care. We do we do very little in the way of law enforcement. We do a little bit. I mean, we do occasionally write a ticket, and occasionally we'll take somebody to jail. On on my shift, we just, as far as I'm concerned, a quiet evening is the best, and so um, we don't do. You know, it's a little different than being a community police
Yeah,
department. I mean, we
I
are,
got you.
but you know,
Does it get tiring for you guys when you drive around in y'all police cars, like you just roaming around to see who's speeding and who's not, or you're just kind of used to it?
well, that's an interesting point. We don't actually have radar where I work. Like, it's not a large enough place. It's about 350 acres, but it is not. They don't have. They don't have enough people living there in order to have radar by statute, and so we do keep a watch on things. But you can tell about
Mm-hmm.
how fast somebody's going, and we do have fairly low speed limits. So we have been known to give warnings or tickets. It isn't for a specific speed, but more for careless driving or reckless driving or parking or any of a number of things. Running
Especially when
stop
you,
signs.
especially when there's these like people who are road rage on the road and like skipping other people, like driving like this. I wouldn't say the same speed. They're just like kind of like driving really fast on highways too. You could tell like most of these guys they drive like fucking 70 within 100 miles. Driving
Yeah,
70 under 60 or 15 to 40 is crazy. Like these fools are not like they're not the best drivers around.
right. Well, it's been my experience that most of the time, you know, from what I've seen, now it may be different in different places. Typically, if you're going 5 or 10 miles over, a lot of cops won't bother. Well, some of them will,
Hmm.
and but it's a lot of that's up to officer discretion, and because we don't do, I mean, we do have speed limits, but we can't give a ticket for somebody doing X amount of miles per hour in a 20-mile-an-hour zone or whatever, because of the fact that we can't, uh, we're not allowed to use radar.
I
And
got you.
so, but there are other things you could do. But mostly what we care about, what we focus on is really more of customer service, making sure
Right.
that the staff and the patients, as well as visitors, stay safe. And anyhow, um, we're going to end it. We're going to end in 3, 2,
2, 1.
1.